What if I told you that one man was so rich, he destroyed entire economies just by giving money away? Not by war, not by conquest, but by kindness. A man whose wealth still cannot be measured. A king whose footsteps turned deserts into legends. This is the story of Mansa Musa, the richest human being to ever live. Subscribe now, because stories like this will change how you see history forever. Close your eyes. Imagine a time when Europe was struggling, when roads were dirt, when kings ruled with iron and fear. And now imagine, across the endless Sahara Desert, an African empire so wealthy, so powerful, so advanced, that it made the rest of the world look small. At the center of this empire stood one man, not just a king, but a walking treasure chest. His name was Mansa Musa. In the early 1300s, in West Africa, the Mali Empire controlled the richest lands on earth. Gold mines, salt mines, trade routes connecting Africa to the Middle East and Europe. And when Mansa Musa rose to power, he didn't just inherit wealth, he multiplied it. Under his rule, Mali became the economic heart of the world. Caravans crossed deserts for months just to trade in his lands. Kings bowed, merchants prayed, empires envied. But Mansa Musa was not obsessed with power. He was obsessed with purpose. And in 1324, he decided to make a journey that would shake the planet. Mansa Musa began a pilgrimage to Mecca, but this was no ordinary journey. He traveled with 60,000 people, 12,000 servants, hundreds of guards, and over 100 camels carrying pure gold, each camel loaded with more wealth than most kingdoms would ever see. As his golden caravan crossed the desert, cities froze in disbelief. When he reached Cairo, Egypt, he began giving gold away to the poor, to merchants, to travelers, to scholars. Gold flooded the streets. So much gold entered the economy that its value collapsed. Inflation exploded. Markets broke. Prices crashed. Entire regions suffered economic chaos for more than 10 years. One man, one journey, one act of generosity changed global economics. But Mansa Musa wasn't just a giver of gold. He was a builder of minds. When he returned home, he transformed his empire. He built massive mosques, libraries, universities. He turned the desert city of Timbuktu into the greatest center of knowledge on earth. Students came from across Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. Timbuktu held over 1 million handwritten manuscripts covering science, medicine, law, astronomy, and mathematics. While other parts of the world burned books, Africa was writing the future. Today, historians estimate Mansa Musa's wealth at over $400 billion. But his real riches weren't gold. They were education, faith, culture, human progress. He proved Africa was not a land of darkness, but a continent of light, brilliance, and power. A truth hidden for centuries. Mansa Musa died in 1337, but his story never died. Maps still show him sitting on a golden throne. Manuscripts still whisper his wisdom, and his journey still echoes through time. He wasn't just rich, he was limitless, because true wealth is not what you keep, but what you give to the world. If this story moved you, if it opened your eyes, and we are here to bring them back to life.